Good afternoon. This is Kevin Lytle with the Kingsport Senior Center, and I'm here with Ranger Megan. And today we're going to discuss a few things that can be done at Bays Mountain for our seniors. And Megan, first of all, how long have you been with Bays Mountain?
Well, Kevin, thank you very much for this opportunity. I do appreciate this. So I have been with Bays Mountain Park for roughly about going on 5 years now. And it's been a really great opportunity. I came from Virginia State Parks. I spent 17 of my years with Virginia State Parks, and that's how I met Kevin, was through Virginia State Parks itself. And so we get to go ahead and work with each other even closely here at Bays Mountain Park.
Yes. Well, Megan, tell us one thing about since we got the lake here, about fishing. We were discussing that a little earlier about doing some fishing, and I think that'd be something great for the seniors to do.
Yeah. So here at Bays Mountain Park, we do allow fishing on the premises. And individuals can fish. They can fish from Monday through Saturday from 8:30 in the morning to 12. Those are our summer hours. And they can come to the dam and they can fish off of the dam itself. Now, during that particular time, if individuals want to take in what they happen to catch, that's no problem, or they can re-release whatever they happen to catch, that's okay too. We do ask this only at the dam itself. Also too, no live bait. When you are fishing, you have to be 55 years of age or older with an actual fishing license. And then if you have grandkids and you want to show them a little bit about fishing and how to fish, if the grandkids are younger than 16 years of age, they can come up here and fish with grandma and grandpa as well. And so the types of fish that we have in this particular reservoir, the reservoir that you see behind us here is actually 44 acres. And we have largemouth bass, we have channel catfish, sunfish, bluegill, warmouth, and we do have mosquito fish that live all over in this particular reservoir.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. So tell me this much, how would it work? Say for instance I wanted to get a group of my seniors to come up here and do some fishing. What would we have to do in order to make that happen?
Okay, so depends on the size and the number you have in your group, because we have to remember that we have to social distance on this particular reservoir, because the walkways are a little bit narrow, so we do have to space each other out a little bit just to allow for the public to come through those walkways. Also too, we just have to remember that we have social distancing practices in place. Now if you want to bring the group on up, you're more than welcome to come in as a group, like I said, Monday through Saturday, and go ahead and come out and fish. You don't have to let us know that you're going to come out and fish. You can just come on in. And the entrance fee is $5 per vehicle. And again, you just have to make sure that you do have a state-issued fishing license in order to make sure that you can fish adequately.
Okay, also about the fishing, did you say you shoot the fish and you put them back, or?
You can do a little bit of both. So Kevin, you tell me what time dinner's going to be and I'll make sure I'm there.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so I guess the next thing we need to talk about is you want to go and talk about the trail?
Sure, let's go ahead and we're going to go across the dam, and we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the trails that we have above our dam.
Since we're on the trail, which trail are we on right now?
So right now we are on Lakeside Trail, and Lakeside Trail is 2.75 miles from start to finish. It is a moderate hike. Now the section of trail that we're on currently is just right above the dam. I know that a lot of individuals have a tendency to hike this trail. It's one of our more popular trails because it does go along the reservoir. However, I wanted to point out a couple of interesting features that you may not have seen or could have seen but not paid much attention to while on the hike. So directly behind Kevin and I, we have what's called a beaver lodge. And this particular lodge has been constructed for the past couple of years. And this particular lodge can house roughly about 10 beavers at a time if it needed to. And it has a tendency to house some of the beavers that live in this particular channel behind us here. And the beavers will do is that they will collect a wide variety of sticks, and they will add to the exterior of the house itself. And then as you look at the house, you notice that it doesn't have a front door. Their entrance hole is actually underneath, because they spend about 85 to 90% of their time in the water. And if they see predators, or if they feel like they're in any danger at any point, what will happen is that they will scoot underneath the water and pop up in their homes under the water because they have an entrance hole in the water itself. So half of that particular lodge is created on shore, while the other half is in the water itself. That's why it's so large, because of the nice area that it has right over behind me here. But at the same time, they can use the water to pop up into their homes and go ahead and be unscathed when there's predators in the area. So we're going to go ahead and move on down the trail. We're going to come up to the floating bridge, and it's a really great location at the floating bridge. So come on with us and take a look to see what the floating bridge looks like.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, Megan, so we're on this bridge. What's the name of this bridge that we're on?
Well, this particular bridge, we call it the floating bridge here at Bays Mountain Park. It does allow you to connect Lakeside Trail from the channel that we're standing in right now of the reservoir. And behind me, you can take this particular trail and it will go up to a Y. If you make a right, you can continue your journey onto Lakeside Trail, or if you make a left-hand side, you can go over to Cherry Knobs. If you take Cherry Knobs Trail, I will have to say that it is a more advanced trail. So if those that don't feel that they can go ahead and hike that trail, or they're not in fit for that particular trail, they may want to stay on Lakeside Trail. However, Cherry Knobs Trail is an advanced trail, so you will be getting the heart pumping a little bit more so than on Lakeside Trail. But come join us, come down to the park itself, check out what's behind us here. We're actually going to stop right here so that you guys can come and see what is in store behind us.
Okay, now all this stuff over here, you got the lily pads, and let's talk about, you know, that's so pretty and everything. Can you get a shot of this?
So we have an abundance of lily pads here. The smaller lily pads that you see all over the place, those are called water shields. Water shields are native to the area, but over the past 10 years, they have made an increase in our reservoir due to global warming. And the bigger lily pads that you see sporadically through here are called bullhead lily pads. And bullhead lily pads provide a really great food source for our resident beavers that we have here at the park. Now the water shields, on the other hand, provide a great food source for the wild white-tailed deer, and then also for honeybees in June that come out and extract the nectar from the blooms from the water shields. Over time, what happens is that as the years progress, they start to multiply or increase in numbers. That is why we have such an abundance of lily pads in our reservoir here, water shield wise, that is.
Oh, okay, that's really neat. I like that. That's pretty neat.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, it is.
So this is a really nice location. You can come down, check out some of the insects that we have flying around here. We have damselflies and dragonflies that are sunning themselves on the lily pads here. Every once in a while, you'll hear some of the fish jumping up trying to get a bug or two. Sometimes you'll see some yellow-bellied sliders and red-eared sliders sunning themselves out on the logs. So you just never know what you're going to see in this particular area here. Plus, it's really nice and quiet. So if you're looking for a great location to get away and just to kind of decompress and to kind of breathe a little bit, this is a great location to do that. And some of the paths that you see through the lily pads here have been created by our resident ducks and grebes. Also, too, some of the paths that you do see are created by some of our local beavers that we have here at the park.
All right. Well, this has been very interesting and very educational. And Megan, I'd like to say that we really appreciate you helping us out, and we look forward to learning more things about Bays Mountain in the future.
Scan over to your left. She just went into the shadows. There's a white-tailed deer as we're talking. She's just right in front of where the downed tree is with the brown leaves on it on your left-hand side. Right over there.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. She's coming right up to the water.
Yeah, there it is.
She's
Going up to
looking
the
for
water.
a tasty treat as we
Oh,
speak.
that's neat. I had to zoom in on that one. All right. That was nice.
Thank you guys very much for coming on out. I hope you guys have a great time. And seniors, come on out, see us at the park, enjoy some of the fishing, enjoy some of the hiking trails that we have here. And once again, thank you all very much.